Pisces, happy mid-January. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys. I did not get any messages for you, so I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully they'll come in the middle of your reading or during your reading. Okay. So let's see. All right. I made up a new spread today, actually, that I noticed a lot of my personal readings and emails and clients, and they all want to change. We all want to change, right? We're just not sure where to go, what to do, where that change is. Okay, so I kind of pulled this together to pull out things that will bring things to the forefront in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Keep in mind that changes, they don't need to be significant. Okay? They really don't. A simple way that you drive somewhere every day or whatever, right? The little tweaks like that. We don't need to always be making these big monumental changes, okay? Unless we want to, all right? I'm just saying, don't feel like you're forced to do something. Sometimes, you know what? The ordinary is extraordinary. I'm a big advocate of that, okay? Less is more for me. So, all right. You know, here's your message. You know what? You don't need to change anything. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be, okay? Stop struggling. If you're looking for something to change and nothing is coming to mind, accept that things are exactly how they're supposed to be. Oh, I love how that happens. There you have it. I like that one. Okay. And it's funny because I'm an Aries Pisces cusp. So this is perfect, right? We were just talking about this. All right. All right. Your situation for the last half of January is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, the Knight of Coins. I apologize. Okay. So whatever this is will be slow and steady, okay? That's the situation. It won't be a fast-moving situation, okay? The challenge here is the Queen of Wands. I could see how that would be a challenge, okay? But let's go back and see what roles they play here, okay? What you need to know, Pisces. The Magician. Okay. I'm already getting that you need to just do you. In your own time, in your own... Don't feel forced to do anything. Okay. What you might not see coming is the Tower. Don't panic. We're going to go through all of this, okay? Tower card is not a scary card, guys. It's the plowing of the land to, plant the garden, things like that, okay? Let's just see what it's there for, though, okay? Your advice here is the Eight of Cups. Your outcome, if you were to follow that advice, is the Four of Wands. Okay. Now, if we were not to follow this advice, okay, I have something else here that will help you. This is the advice, okay, if you were not to follow that, and the outcome. If you didn't follow the advice, this is the outcome. and that's the Strength card, okay? And the outcome to that would be, don't panic. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Our overall energy is the Eight of Coins. Okay, that's working really hard at something that changes your perspective. Okay, let's just see though where that's coming in here, because in your advice you've got the Eight of Cups. Okay, let's see here. All right. All right, there's your situation here is the Knight of Coins. Okay, there's either a job offer coming in here, something changes in a job, this could be a consultant too, a financial advisor, you know, maybe you're looking to shift something here. All right, let's just see. The court cards can come in as many different things. Your challenge here is the Queen of Wands. Okay. She again can be a consultant. She's a very strong energy though. Okay. Your advice here was, or your message was to just take things as it comes and don't be overstressed about things. Right? Just know that things are working out exactly how they're supposed to be. This could be a very strong energy in the midst of that. It would be overbearing. It could be the overbearing friend. It could be, you know, someone that just pushes you to do something that you're not willing to do that. You need to look at things. Okay, this is not a jump kind of situation here. It surrounds your day-to-day. This doesn't need to be money. It can be anything. It can be your time. It could be your energy. It's something that just, it surrounds dignity too, okay? So let me just, let's just go through this, okay? What you need to know is the Magician card, okay? That you're in the driver's seat here. You know exactly how to do you, okay? You don't need someone telling you that, okay? The Magician too, though, okay, can also be a very overbearing. If this is a person, it can be a very strong overbearing person, and it can be someone who's not always on the up and up. They are kind of, you know, it could be a misuse of power too. Okay, so let's just see here. What you may not see coming, what you might not see coming is the Tower card. Okay, so something shifts, some truth comes to light here, okay? Just give me a moment. We'll go through this. This was a bit here. Okay, your advice here is the Eight of Cups. It's not emotionally fulfilling. So your advice here is to, you know, leave the situation, okay? Be that, it doesn't need to be a physical move, but it means you're moving yourself from whatever emotional tie you've got towards this, okay? The outcome card here is the Four of Wands, okay? This is the card of a strong foundation in your home, okay? It's a strong foundation, period, in your life. And what you may not see coming is the Tower card. So something may not be as strong as you think it is. There may be some kind of financial upheaval here. Okay, let's just hang on here. I'm going to need to think on this one. Okay, your advice, if you were not to, emotionally detach from something, you would really need strength here, okay? And this is balancing yourself, because the outcome would be the Knight of Wands, okay? That's a very, this combination here is not good, okay? This is a combination of, you know, one person runs into burning buildings here, and, you know, these are also vice and virtue cards, okay? And given that what you may not see coming is the Tower card, just give me a moment here, guys, give me a moment. You know, this could be starting a business with someone, you know, a friend. I think they're going to be very different energies, though, okay? You know, someone may lose a job here, okay? But the advice here is that it was not fulfilling anyway, okay? The outcome card here is the Four of Wands. This may shake up your foundation financially for a bit, but you can absolutely do this. If you were thinking about doing this, I'm going to say, you know, the situation really calls for diligence. You know, get all your paperwork in order, know what you're doing, have a plan, okay? A slow-moving plan, you know. The energy coming in is the Eight of Coins, okay? That is about also, you can work with different people that just do things in different ways, right? But the goal is the same, okay? So say you have someone who is very, very, you know, fire sign, you know, like just go, 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 go. But you're more laid back, okay? That's a perfect dynamic because you both bring things into whatever this is. This could be a relationship. It could be whatever you're leaving behind is something that isn't emotionally fulfilling. So it could be anything, okay? This is not necessarily just a job. It's something in your day-to-day is just not fulfilling you, okay? The challenge here is to really just don't jump, okay? This is very strong energy here. The situation requires this. Your energy coming in is telling you to not miss even the smallest detail, okay? What you need to know is if what was holding you up is you didn't think you could do it, that you didn't think it was tangible, that it may just be a daydream, these cards are telling you that it can be tangible. It can be something that you do. And it does give you the outcome here, which is a strong foundation. Okay? Your advice here is to walk away from something that's not emotionally fulfilling. Literally. Okay? If you were not to follow that advice, you would really have to balance yourself, because this is erratic energy. This is really erratic energy here. You've got, you know, a tornado followed by a hurricane here, and it's not balanced energy. I think that if you go slow, like the spread is telling you to do, right, you'll be fine. I think if you don't look at the situation from a slow-moving position, you're going to have this, and you're going to miss things. Things are not going to be balanced, okay? Emotions could be all over the place here. And I'm just going to say slow and steady, okay? You're not going to save the world overnight. Rome was not built in a day. I think that, too, going slow, you know, you may not see, you know, if something changes suddenly that catches you out of the blue here, your advice is to just let it go, to just really let it go. Don't jump from something. Don't take something without thinking about it. Say your company, you know, or whatever. It's a either or situation, right? Don't jump. Think about it, because this is jumping. This is what you're going to get jumping, and you're going to. There's no forethought here. This is like, oh crap, the building's on fire, and we just bought it, right? This is that. So I'm just going to say go slow. Okay, really think about things. There's no rush here. You're not going to miss an opportunity. These are 8s that are showing up here, okay, which means that you're way past having to start something from scratch, okay? And your outcome card here, honestly, your advice is the 8 of Cups. Your outcome here is a strong foundation. You've got the strong foundation if you go slow, okay? This is not a strong foundation. This is, you know, not. On the other end, if this is a relationship, okay, your advice is to go slow, to pace yourself, okay? Because this would be, I guess, a really lovely time, but it has no staying power at all. It really doesn't. There's nothing of substance here. Okay? All right. Okay. I hope that I've helped you in some way. You know what? Hang on a second. I wanna just see what you might not see coming here. I want to see what this Tower. Sorry guys, I really tried to make these quick, but this one. Okay. The Tower card, what you might not see coming. Your clarifiers are the King of Cups, the Devil card, and the Justice card. Okay? The Justice card is about truth and strong foundations. The Devil card isn't, you know, it can be good or bad, but it shows up with the King of Cups here. Okay? The Justice card is heavenly justice. Okay? So if you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, you're going to get caught. Okay? Don't ask me where the hell that's coming from, but it just shot out because it's very, very strong here. Okay, so I guess this really is more about that. Let me see what this advice here is with the Eight of Cups. Hang on a second. Okay. The Sun card, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Your advice is the Eight of Cups, okay? It's maturity. Something has come to the end of its usefulness to you, okay? I'm going to say here, there are new beginnings with someone else at a distance. Okay, this person may not be here. They may travel a lot. They may be in the military. This is turning more into a reading about blowing through your home. Don't do that. I don't see this ending well if you do. Okay, I'm going to say choose wisely here, because this will be something that will be brought to light too. Okay. All right, guys. That took a turn right there. Okay, I hope that I've helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be back with February's readings really, really shortly, okay? So, hang on.